So the phrase better late than never can be described as completing a task or achieving something, even if delayed, is still valuable and worthwhile compared to it never happening. It often has a positive connotation, suggesting patience and appreciation for effort despite delays. It can also be used to encourage someone to take action even if they feel it's too late to start. I know many of you watching have goals and plans, but something has either blocked those goals or plans. It could be you, maybe your health or your finances need some work. It could be someone, a person who sees that you are progressing in life and can't bear it, so they try to stifle your success. And it could be that you need a little, or you need to do a little more work on yourself before you can move to the next step. Therefore, it is not yet your time, but don't give up. Take this garden in my backyard, for example. I didn't touch it all of last year in 2023, despite being blessed with an abundance of space and opportunity and crops prior years before. And even though we are at the end of June, early July, by the time I edit this video, I'm not going to give up on my garden this year. I'm still going to try and give my garden a little TLC. Now, there are some downsides to starting a late planting season. And like I didn't get to sow my own seeds. This is what happens when you don't sow your own seeds. And I'm limited on the type of crops I can grow before the expected frost season in my zone 5 through 6. And the bottom line is I didn't take advantage of nature as I could have, but that being said, there are still some positives. And that's why I say better late than never in a lot of things in our lives. It could be, like I said, to us personally, something that we're wanting to do but we haven't yet done, or something like gardening, or planting your own food and vegetables and fruit. So here are the three main reasons I'm out in my garden, trying to make use of my space and opportunity, and saying that it's better late than never. Number one, physical activity or exertion. So this is a good thing, especially for women over 40, for anybody really. Many of us are experiencing unwanted weight and belly fat that can be stubborn to shed or lose, so it is always helpful to be active in some way, shape, or form. Make no mistake, the gym is my go-to, either in my home or outside the gym, but gardening can give you a good amount of physical activities, burning calories, doing some type of physical activities, flexibility, movement, and things of that nature. Even weight-bearing exercises, hauling soil, you know, bending down to put things in the soil. So these are things that are really good for us. And just to quickly talk about some of the things you'll experience while gardening is whole body movement. So this engages multiple muscles, like digging, planting, weeding, raking. It helps your legs, arms, back, and core. You will be lifting bags of soil, carrying pots, bending over to plant. So this is good for overall strength and flexibility. Another thing that you are going to be doing is you're going to be exerting your heart, so you're going to have cardiovascular benefits. So this is an aerobic exercise. Gardening does take a lot, including mowing the lawn and getting rid of, like I said before, weeds, hacking the weeds. So spending a couple of hours in the gardens does provide you with a good amount of endurance and physical activity. Another thing that gardening does, it helps you with your flexibility and balance, especially with your range of motion. You're going to be reaching, bending, stretching, looking for this type of plant, that type of vegetables, reaching for it. So it's always something to keep in mind, and it helps with balance as well. Now, the strength training is another thing, because again you're going to be pushing and pulling a lot of plants around and a lot of soil. It's very good for you, and it's also good for your bone health. Weight-bearing activities in the garden can help maintain our bone density, which is important as we age, especially for women over 40. And we're talking about the mental health benefits. Gardening and being outdoors can help with stress reduction and mood enhancement. And then I've spoken a little bit about the calorie burning. It's a great way to burn calories. I'm out in the sun right now. Don't forget your SPF, your sunblock, and your water for hydration. But you will be burning a certain amount of calories by doing some gardening and some work outdoors. And then finally, the outdoor exposure. Now I said, don't forget your SPF and your hydration, because you will be exposed to the sun, which means you will be getting in your vitamin D, which is very helpful for us. It's important for our bone health and our immune function. So these are all benefits and all good things for us. Now, I hope the wind is not picking up too heavy, so I'm leaning in closer to the video. So another thing, gardening and being outdoors in outdoor spaces, it's a good hobby. So I encourage you to get into a hobby that keeps you busy. Get out into nature. It helps with depression, as I mentioned before, and it keeps your mind from wandering. Research has shown that gardening and green spaces in general has the potential to improve mental health and improve your quality of life, your sleep improvement, your increase in hope and happiness, and the reduction of symptoms of depression, stress, and anxiety. So these are all beneficial. And then number 3, growing vegetables and fruit is beneficial for women over 40. So on the list of fruits and vegetables that have health benefits, especially for women over 40 who are perimenopausal, include tomatoes. They are rich in antioxidants like lycopene, which can help reduce the risk of heart disease and support skin health. You also have zucchini. They are low in calories and high in fiber, so they aid in our digestion and weight management, which are such huge things, gut health and weight management as we age. Now let's talk about basil. Basil contains anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants that support immune function and reduces oxidative stress. We also have spinach. They're high in iron and calcium. This is important for maintaining bone density and preventing anemia. I was going to sow some spinach seeds in July, but after watching a particular garden expert, Charles Hugh, I think his name is, in England, he said don't sow in July but sow in August. I guess that prevents your spinach from frying in the July sun. I'm also going to sow some beans, especially green beans. I think that's the best thing I can do right now. They are an excellent source of plant-based protein and fiber, which can help manage blood sugar levels and support digestive health. We also have carrots. I've grown carrots in the past successfully. They were on the small side, but we were able to enjoy them, mashallah. So carrots are rich in beta carotene or vitamin A. They promote healthy vision and skin and support the immune system. I am also going to plant cucumbers. Now these are the fastest growing crop I have ever planted. It takes a few weeks to actually, between several weeks, 1 to 2 months maybe, between seeding and growing, or even less than that. So I'm going to grow cucumbers. They are hydrating and low in calories. They help to maintain healthy skin and support weight management. I can put up some videos of the cucumbers and zucchini and tomatoes I've grown over the past years. So inshallah I'll get some good crops this year, even though we're starting late June, early July. And then cantaloupe. Cantaloupes are high in vitamin A and C, which boost immune function and promote healthy skin. I attempted to grow cantaloupe and watermelon last year. They were not successful, so I'm going to try again. This year I have a little arch that I'm going to put up, so hopefully that will help. Overall, health-wise, women over 40 need to pay attention to 4 main areas. So the 4 areas that are really important and crucial, because we find that women over 40 tend to see a decline in stability and overall health, and these 4 areas includes our brain, our bone, our muscles, and our heart. I talk about these in detail in my free health guide, Pause and Prepare, which you can grab in the link located in the description. There's no secret that we are aging, and with the amount of information on the internet, it can become overwhelming sometimes, with how to stay healthy. Let's keep it simple to start. Do one thing today that gets you closer to better health. It's not too late, better late than never. It could be going on daily walks, or cutting sugary food from your diet, or eating more green vegetables and low glycemic fruit such as strawberries and blueberries. It could also be getting away from toxic people and becoming less toxic yourself. That can mean a lot of things to you. You just have to take some time to investigate that and to learn who you are and who you want to be, how to become a better version of yourself. Now, I encourage you to think of ways that you can implement good and uplifting habits that make you positive and healthy, not negative and sick. So that is all from me today. It's hot out here, and I'm working on an upcoming video where I'm actually going to dive into reasons why Black and Hispanic women experience more health issues compared to other women, including experiencing perimenopausal symptoms earlier and longer. One of the reasons I want to talk about this is because Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a menopausal researcher from Cornell, was featured and interviewed on The Diary of a CEO, a podcast by Stephen Bartlett. And, on the show, she mentioned that even with her research and the research of others, she couldn't explain why Black women and Hispanic women were experiencing menopause longer, harder, and harsher without relief compared to other women. Why are they suffering? Why are we suffering so much? So that is something that I have been looking into, and I want to do a future video on that. I bought Lisa Mosconi's book, The Menopause Brain. I've been going through it and trying to pick out things that I haven't read before or that I didn't understand before. So yeah, I purchased that book just to kind of understand more about menopause, since every woman, will go through menopause at some stage in their life if they reach the age of 40, 50, 60, 70, God willing. And so that's something that I've been diving into, not only as a healthcare provider, but also as a woman. And so please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss that video and other videos, and then comment below on other topics you would like to see from this channel. I'm open to your suggestions, and I appreciate you watching and being here. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.